Like that's what you want to do.
Okay, what's up? Please be seated. Good evening, family and friends. My name is Makai McNeil, and I'd like to welcome you to the graduation ceremony for Buena Vista High School's class of 2022. This year has been challenging due to the transition from online school to in-person learning. But the class of 2022 was able to overcome this obstacle, and we stand before you tonight. We have a beautiful ceremony ahead of us this evening. Please join me in standing for the presentation of colors by Paramount High School's JRTC Color Guard and Armed Drill Team. Our national anthem will be performed by Valencia Gardinez. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early lights what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land and of the free and the home of the Please be seated. Okay. Oh my God. Class of 2022, this is a day that we will never forget. We have waited our whole lives for this moment. I wouldn't have made it here if it wasn't for my counselor, Ms. Villalobos' support. The time and effort she has put into me is greatly appreciated, and I will forever be grateful. I also want to thank Ms. Leonard because even though she was hard on me, it's well appreciated. It was like having a mom at school. I also want to thank Ms. Gray, Mr. McCullough, Mr. Silva, Mr. Leopard, Mr. K, and many more. It is the people at Buena Vista that make it a special place for the students. I also want to thank my family, especially my mom. She was almost on my case like bees on honey. My sister Tiffany, who pushed me to strive for more. And I thank my dad, who always supported me unconditionally. And my youth leaders, Jason and Christina, who've given me lots of love and support. And most importantly, I thank God for waking me up every morning. Before I came to Buena Vista this school year, I heard a lot of negative things about this school, and let me tell you, they were wrong. I'm so glad I came here. I met so many wonderful people, formed new friendships, and made new memories. Like I said before, it is the people at Buena Vista that make it a special place for the students. My high school experience was not what I planned it to be. I went in as a different person than I came out. High school was like an essay. My ninth grade experience was the first draft. It was messy and unorganized. 10th and 11th grade was spent reorganizing and developing ourselves. And 12th grade is the final draft and the end result, and I like what I see. This chapter of our lives is closing, but a new one is starting. And so as young adults that are just starting our lives, we have so much more learning and growing to do. Whether it's going straight into the workforce or going to college before we begin a career, the choice is yours. For me, the next chapter will be enrolling in college this upcoming fall, majoring in criminal justice. After that, it will be law school and one day become a successful lawyer. To those who just started off high school, my advice is to pick your friends wisely, put your education first, and pick and choose your battles. Always remember you reap what you sow. Now I'd like to introduce the principal of Buena Vista High School, Maury Crossoff.
Good evening, members of the school board, district administrators, faculty, staff, parents, family members, friends, and most importantly, our students, the class of 2022. It is my pleasure to welcome you to the 2022 commencement ceremony for Buena Vista High School. Thank you, Makai McNeil, for your warm welcome this evening. Thank you also to Mr. Carmona and the Paramount High School Band, the cadets of the Paramount High School JROTC, and to Valeska Godinez for a beautiful rendition of our national anthem. I'd like to take a moment to recognize some people that have played an important role in making your graduation dreams come true. First, I'd like to recognize our Paramount Unified School District board members, Board President Sonia De Leon, Board Vice President Diane Martinez, School Board Member Yesenia Carenta, and School Board Member Carmen Gomez. I would also like to acknowledge Superintendent Mr. Ruben Frutos and Assistant Superintendents Dr. Myrna Morales and Ms. Patricia Tu. Also with us tonight is our District Director of Secondary Education, Sherilyn Liu. And of course, the teachers and the support staff of Buena Vista High School. I especially want to acknowledge the teachers and support staff of Buena Vista High School for their ongoing efforts to support our students during these extraordinary times and under these unprecedented circumstances. On behalf of our students, their parents, and the Paramount Unified School District family, I thank each and every one of you for the roles you have played in getting our graduates here this evening. And now, it is my pleasure to introduce our next student speaker, Yerrelli Adada.
Thank you, everyone, for coming and acknowledging our special day. I want to give a thank you to our principal, Mr. Kozarov, and my teacher, Mr. Grace, for helping me prepare this speech for the class of 2022. Thanks to Mr. Kozarov, we have a very loving and caring environment at Buena Vista with plenty of loving teachers that I would also love to get a huge thank you to. Congratulations to my fellow graduates. Can you guys believe after 13 years of teachers, classes, and homework, we are finally high school graduates? We are young people about to venture the world for the first time as adults. One of my best experiences coming to Buena Vista has been meeting my 4 closest friends, Shavannah, Catherine, Ricky, and Crystal. If I'm being honest, on my first day coming back from COVID, I didn't think I would make any friends at all. I was sitting in Ms. Gray's office, freaking out, thinking this was the worst decision I have ever made. But I can now say it was one of the best decisions I've ever made. I doubt that I would be graduating right now if I hadn't made it. The reason I didn't think I would make friends is because I've never been to Buena Vista, and like many of us, I thought this school was for bad students that didn't care about their education and had behavioral issues. So obviously, I was wrong. I was worried about what school would be like, and it took me some time to warm up to the faculty and students. But once staff and students remembered my name, it made me feel welcomed and special. I knew this was the perfect place for me. Before coming to Buena Vista, I had never felt really known by my teachers or that they cared about the things outside my grades. When I was young, I had teachers tell other kids not to hang out with me because I was a bad influence or I was just a bad kid. My self-esteem was really low when I came to Buena Vista, but it was slowly built up by the staff and students. They made me feel that I was capable and that I really could succeed in life. We talk about other aspects in life sometimes, not just grades. I never imagined that I would actually like coming to school and enjoy talking to the staff members. My teachers always pushed me to do my best, and those teachers are Mr. Lepper, Mr. Ramos, Ms. Burkett, and Mr. Gray. I want to thank you guys. So now, I stand before all my fellow seniors. I want to leave you guys with a piece of advice I heard from a very smart and successful man, Steve Jobs. Your time is limited, so don't waste time living in someone else's life. Don't let the noise of other opinions drown out your inner voice. And most important, have the courage to follow your heart and intuition. For all you juniors out there, please take my advice and don't procrastinate. Do your work. Listen to those who are trying to look out for you. Trust me, you will not regret it. Lastly, I'd love to thank my mom and my dad. I hope to one day be as hardworking as you both. My parents came from Mexico long ago with only a hope. And now my dad owns his own company, and my mother is resilient, smart, a caring woman that raised my 3 amazing brothers, and I to be the best individuals we can be to make this world a better place. I'm very proud that I am able to call them my parents. I know that you both have sacrificed a lot to give us the life that we have, even though I don't show it a lot. I really appreciate it. My goal is to make you proud by continuing to study and be successful in college, so that you know that those hard decisions you guys made a long time ago were worth it. I love you both so much. Al terminar, me gustaría darle las gracias a mi mamá y mi papá. Algún día yo quiero ser tan trabajadores como ustedes. Mis padres vinieron de México hace muchos años con nada más una esperanza. Y ahora mis padres es dueño de su propia compañía. Y mi madre es una mujer resistente, inteligente, afectuosa, que crió a mis 3 hermanos increíbles y a mí para ser las mejores personas que podemos ser. para hacer de este mundo un lugar mejor. Estoy muy orgulloso de poder llamarlos mis padres. Yo sé que ustedes han sacrificado tanto para darnos la vida que tenemos y aunque muchas veces no lo enseño, lo agradezco mucho. Mi meta es seguir estudiando y tener éxito en el colegio para que ustedes sepan que las decisiones duras que hicieron hace muchos años valieron la pena. Gracias y los amo muchísimo. I'd like to introduce our next student speaker, Ariel Nunez.
Good evening, families, parents, teachers, and class of 2022. Welcome to our last day as high school students. We have finally completed 12 years of struggling and pulling through school. Usually, most people would be happy that school is finally over. I'm certainly not. I used to love going to school, not necessarily because of the lessons though, but more because of my friends and how fun they made it each and every day. Each day was a new adventure and I was always up for it. The thing about Buena Vista High School is that the students and teachers are connected. That is partly why it was a fun year for me, and a whole bunch of things, in addition to all the school events, raffles, and basically everything. Everybody made it exciting, especially the teachers. Mr. Lepper, I always had a good time with you. Oh my God. I graduated a bit earlier this year and learned that I missed all the people and activities that made high school so much fun. Graduating early gave me a taste of what is to come, and I must admit, life has been a bit boring lately after spending so many years following a routine, going to school, learning, and schoolwork, then hanging with friends. But now it is time to start a new chapter in our lives, a chapter where we begin to find our way through life. Some of us will go on to college, and some of us will go working. Whichever road you choose next, it is your new beginning. There are no easy shortcuts in life, and we are always gonna have to work hard from here on out. But I know all of you, and know we will all make it. So work hard and choose what you do, and keep your head up. Don't let anything or anyone bring you down. With that being said, I want to say thank you to my teachers, counselors, and the security staff of Buena Vista High School. You guys have all made a positive impact in my life. I'm just like, I want to also give a shout out to my friends Julie, Jaden, Nirina, Nathan, and Makai for being there for me throughout everything. And finally, a shout out to my mom for being my biggest supporter. Mom, I will always appreciate and love you, even when I am grumpy and have a bit of an attitude. Please still know that I am growing up and I still need you to cut me some slack from time to time. I look forward to pursuing my dream in the world of fashion design, and I know there's a whole lot to learn. But as Walt Disney once said, around here, however, we don't look backwards for very long. We keep moving forward, opening up new doors and doing new things because we're curious, and curiosity keeps leading us down new paths. So, my fellow students and graduates of class of 2022, be curious, find your path, and live up to it. Thank you. I'd like to introduce our next speaker, Nathan Ramos.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us for our special day. Prior to this year, I never really took school too seriously, and I messed up big time. Since the 7th grade all the way to the 11th grade, I was too stubborn and I thought that I didn't need school, even though my family continuously reminded me that I did. When my senior year started, the counselors had informed me that if I stayed at PHS, that I would not graduate on time with my class. Although I was not surprised, I was disappointed in myself, but I knew that just regretting it wouldn't help. So I accepted the invitation to come here. And although I agreed to attend Buena Vista, when I got here, the counselors still weren't sure if I'd be able to graduate due to the large number of missing credits that I had. It was my habit of procrastinating that got me into the situation of falling behind my credits. But I was determined to prove that I could do it. Attending Buena Vista helped me to focus and get my work done, even when it was tempting to just put it to the side and do something else. There were times I did start to fall behind a little bit, but my teachers will always come talk to me and help me get back on track. During this year, I learned that the difference between being ordinary and being extraordinary is that little extra. And I say that, and I know this to be true, because all of us sitting here tonight, me and my fellow graduates, had to put in that extra work and effort to get where we are today, despite any problems or distractions that we faced this year. For the future, I have my plan set to go to college and study hard for 6 years so that I can get my master's degree in aerospace engineer. That is my dream career, and that is my future. I encourage you all, my fellow classmates of 2022, to set your sights on your hopes and dreams and to enjoy the journey you take to achieve them. With that said, I want to give a big thank you to all my teachers and counselors. You all helped me out a lot to get here, and I'm grateful for that. I would shout out all of you guys, but I love and respect all of you guys equally, and there's a lot of you, so I can't do that. To my friends, I'm grateful that I got to meet you this year. You guys made this year worth coming to school, and it was fun to hang out with you guys, especially Ari, Makai, Nyrina, Miriam, Jaden, my boy Zach, and my boy Angel Ortega. I see you, man. I want to give a thank you to my family. I love all of you guys, and I hope you're proud. And then I want to give a special thanks to my mom. It's because of you that I'm here. After everything, all the times that I messed up, when people told me that I wasn't going to be able to do it or that I was too dumb enough, you were still there to support me. And with that support is the reason why I was able to do it. Despite all the phone calls or suspensions, all the summer schools that I had to, you still were there for me. And I thank you for that. I love you, Mommy. Thank you. At this time, it gives me a great pleasure to introduce to you the Paramount Unified School District Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Ruben Frutos.
Good evening, honored guests, parents, family members, and graduating seniors. A graduation ceremony is always such a wonderful occasion, the culmination of years of hard work, the realization of goals attained, and the acknowledgement of successes achieved. So it is only fitting that tonight we commemorate the road that you have all traveled together for several years. We recognize that despite the distracting circumstances and chaos of the last 2 years have brought us, this class has stayed the course and focused on your goals and dreams. May your years ahead continue to be characterized by empathy, compassion, objectivity, and a willingness to take risks. May you always lead by example and work hard and play it straight. May your successes be many and your tribulations be few and far between. Congratulations to the class of 2022 for reaching this important chapter in your lives. We wish you everything that you so richly deserve in the years ahead. It's been an honor and a privilege watching your progress and success. Buenas noches, invitados de honor, padres, familiares y graduados. Una ceremonia de graduación es siempre una ocasión maravillosa, la culminación de años de arduo trabajo, la realización de las metas alcanzadas y el reconocimiento de los éxitos que ustedes han alcanzado. Por lo tanto, es lógico que en esta noche conmemoremos el camino que todos ustedes han recorrido juntos durante varios años. Reconocemos que a pesar de las circunstancias que distraen y el caos que nos han traído los últimos 2 años, esta clase ha mantenido el rumbo y se ha centrado en sus metas y en sus sueños. Que sus próximos años continúen caracterizándose por la empatía, la compasión, la objetividad y la voluntad de asumir riesgos. Que siempre predigen el ejemplo y trabajen duro y jueguen bien. Que sus éxitos sean muchos y sus tribulaciones pocas y espaciadas. Felicitaciones a la clase de 2022 por alcanzar este importante capítulo de su vida. Les deseamos todo lo que tanto se merecen en los próximos años. Ha sido un honor y un privilegio ver su progreso y su éxito. Buenas noches y gracias.
Thank you, Mr. Frutos. This is my favorite time of the whole year, this moment right now, as I get to see all the young faces out there, the promise of the future. Class of 2022, here you are, at the very beginning of your future. This evening, you take one more step forward in your life's journey, one which will continue the transformation into whom you will become. Each and every one of you has worked so diligently to get here tonight. Your hard work and determination have served you well. So tonight, we gather here in order to celebrate you and to recognize your successes. I encourage you to hold your heads high, for you have overcome the obstacles and challenges that you have faced along the way with great character and strength. As I look at you tonight, I am proud of the work that you have done, of the leaders you have become. We will forever remember the class of 2022. We'll always remember Margarita Hernandez Ochoa, who through no fault of her own missed her entire 9th grade year and worked to complete all her graduation requirements in 3 years while maintaining a GPA of 3.7. We'll remember the resolve of Nirina Livingston, who logged into her classes all the way from Florida during the initial days of the pandemic. Now that was distance learning. We'll remember the perseverance that Ana Morales Alvarez displayed. She will always serve as an inspiration and proof that hard work and commitment leads to success. Anna, we saw your aspirational attitude take over, and you are unstoppable. We'll remember Dakota Moore and how she stood up and faced the challenges before her, and how, "Miss, this is too hard. How am I going to do this?" became, "I'm a graduate of Buena Vista High School." And we'll remember how Elliot De Leon refused to use life's circumstances as an excuse to give up on his education. But instead, he made the choice to push through and did so, maintaining an amazing attitude and consistently treating his peers and teachers with respect. Those are but just a few of the memories that you have given us. Each of you graduates has your own story of success, and tonight we celebrate with you. We will forever remember the class of 2022. When you wake up tomorrow morning and as you begin your new adventure, I encourage you to never relent, to use the same soaring spirit that you have used during your time at Buena Vista. Always strive to be the very best, even though you're going to need to work harder, Organize your life to get the most out of every experience. Always attend to the important things first, and respect yourselves first, for it is through self-respect that we become better humans, better citizens of the world. So, Superintendent Mr. Frutos, it is my great pleasure and privilege to present to you the Buena Vista High School Class of 2022. Class of 2022, will you please stand to be presented? Mr. Frutos, it is with great honor that I commend these candidates to you as future leaders of our community, our nation, and the world. They are a credit to themselves, to their parents, to their teachers, to Buena Vista High School, and to the Paramount Unified School District. I declare that all those graduating have met the requirements of the State Board of Education, the Education Code, as well as those requirements set forth by the Board of Education of the Paramount Unified School District, and that they are duly certified to be graduates from Buena Vista High School upon presentation of their diplomas.
On behalf of the Paramount Unified School District Board of Education, I accept these students who have met the requirements set forth by the Board of Education as graduates of Buena Vista High School for this 2022 school year. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Frutos. Class, will you please be seated? We will now present the diplomas of graduation.
Makai McNeil. Yerrelli Adada. Ariel Nunez. Nathan Ramos. Hadia Scales. Treasure Whalem. Michelet Whalem. Dakota Moore. Shalea Taylor. Giselle Arceta. Miguel Angel Lopez. Jaden Robert Daniel McCleary. Brandon Frank Hernandez. Mateo Torres. Joseph James Young. Marco Antonio Gomez Jr. Allison Servin. Ismael Medina. Victor Manuel Magaña. Edwin Gabriel Ponce. Carlos Coronel. Yerrelli Esteban. Crystal Eileen Haragi. Shavana Marie Velasquez. Catherine Melissa De Leon. Julie Jardines. Matthew Soria. Leslie Cortez. Mariel Mary Ramirez. Andrew Murguia. Yatsiri Yanue Hernandez Fuentes. Elliot De Leon. Juan Pablo Hernandez. Abel Angulo. Eddie Valdez. Jesse Chovoya. Mija Gaber Fad. Diego Martinez. Cristobal Menchaca. Brandon Delgado Salazar. Miriam Montes. Nirina Jaylene Livingston. Ivan Ryan Contreras. Desiree Misques. Andres Mendoza Garcia. Ethan Garcia. Mario Gomez. My love, Deet. Yaridelsi Montano. Emmeline Vargas. Eileen Pacheco. David Rodriguez. Josue Vasquez. Zachariah Elias Gonzalez. Jesse Valdovinos. Alfonso Cabrera. Eden David Curola. Asiel Zambrano. Boris Beliz. Stephanie Paz Rivera. Ricky Terrazas. Percival Swayze. Esther Abigail Fernandez. Emily Servin. Donnie Dylan Delgado. Margarita Hernandez Ochoa. Benito Sixtos. Brianna Alvarado. Priscilla Fajardo. Ana Morales. Valerie Mendoza. Ryan Cobos. Ashwa Kishan Bass. Alejandra Duarte. David Adele Nalani Cortez. Christopher Alessandro Galvez. John Aguilar. Aaron Matthew Lozoya. Zeron Lewis III. Hey. Alex Gutierrez Contreras. Alexander Flores. Christopher Palacios Rogel. Kimani Hughes. Dion Richard Atkins. I know, but it's just burden. Vincent McKing. Jeremiah Kekoa Alexander Toth. Oscar Garcia. Brandon Jair Hernandez. Sundar Vergara. Kevin Carrillo. Good job. Maya Nicole Green. Alexander Moran. Misael Samano. Marcus Cardenas. Crystal Torres. Jaslyn Pedraza. Ethan Saldana. Isabel Contreras. Anna Peck. Juan Manuel Rocha. America Karina Contreras Fieros. Destiny Alice Cruz. Karina Delgado. Catherine Enamorado. Angel Gonzalez. Pablo Vargas Jr. Nice. Daniel Godoy. Jaden Sherman. Evaristo Rodriguez. Areli Gurola. Cindy Gill. Jaime Castaneda III. Gustavo Horta. Anthony Vasquez.
Graduates of the class of 2022, would you please stand? Okay, class of 2022, now that you have been officially acknowledged as graduates, you may now change your tassel to the left side in order to signify this honor. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Buena Vista High School's graduating class of 2022. Parents, family members, and friends, please remain in the stands and enjoy the recessional music until the graduates have left the stadium. You may meet your students in Senior Square after they exit. Congratulations to you all. Thank you, and good night.